guys, welcome. I'm just gonna draw. I already had the practice on how to draw this model from reference. I had the practice last night, but I just wanna kind of like go through this again and kind of like create a drawing from scratch. This is my practice, so I had practice, but I wanted to show you guys kind of like how I go about it from start to finish. Obviously we're gonna change up the model, but she has a great pose, she has great clothes. By the way, her name is Vivacious Honey in YouTube. So if you're wondering who this girl is, or check her out, like she's great poses. I think she does fashion content, and I stumbled across her content just by browsing YouTube. Just she popped up, and then I saw her poses are great. She's a great reference for what I'm doing, which is drawing girls. Obviously I'm not gonna try to kind of like copy her step by step. We're gonna kind of like twist it up, so like make sure that we're doing our own thing, but we're gonna make her look like an anime. Basically that's the whole point of this drawing. So hopefully you guys are gonna vibe with that. If you're not, then just come along, you know, like we're drawing. So like first step I do is basically draw the head, right? There's a lot of ways to draw the head, but I always start with the circle. Sometimes I kind of like skip it and just draw the kind of like the head shape. So there's a lot of ways to do that. Either you draw a circle like this or draw the head. So for this one, I can draw the circle, right? Don't be afraid to press Ctrl Z for if you're making a mistake, and then kind of like do the cross. Always start with the head, but this time like the head is usually cut off like that. When you're sketching the initial faces, make sure you're very loose. I think the head is a bit kind of like tilted this way. That's just my take on it. I may be wrong, but like I like to make it more interesting. I'm using blue pen, by the way, just because I kind of like how it feels. So, or blue pencil, it's up to you. I'm drawing the clavicle, drawing the ribs. So I'm trying to be loose here just to capture the whole kind of like ratio. Trying to move so that I have some space. Kind of like the rule that I have in terms of the my proportions is, for anime girls at least, and this may change. It's like I draw them like 6 to 7 heads total, but more like 6. So like if I have like this head over here, that's 1, 2, 2.5 for until the crotch. So 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So that's about 7. So that's how I go about it with regards to the proportion. You know, sometimes obviously it's a waifu. We're drawing a waifu, which is like an anime girl. So I tend to just go about it drawing them with huge knockers. You know what I mean? Size of the rib cage, it's about 1.5 heads, or 1.25 heads. That's how I go about it. So like if you look at this one, and the rib cage is around here. That's one head, and then it's about 1.5 including the neck. So if you think about it, I think it's almost the size, a little bit above the size of the head. Again, like for me, the way I go about the size is like, oh, this proportion looks good for me. Like that, this is proportion looks good, right? That's how I go about it. Right now, I'm looking at it in the totality. It's good. Like I like the proportion that I've set here. So obviously it all goes back to, first of all, what is your character look like? Are they kind of like what do you call this? Are they a child or are they a full-grown adult? If it's a child or a teenager, it's usually 5 to 6 heads, and then 7 heads for an adult, right? So, you know, like that's how you go about doing the size of the head, right? That's how I go about it, you know. Now hey man, love you too, girl. I hope that helped. I don't know if I answered your question correctly. So it's kind of hard. It's been a while since I tried teaching while I'm drawing. So like, forgive me if I suck at it. That's the pose. That's my initial pose for this character. Right? It's kind of like very quick, very you know. Oh, thank you so much, man. For me, I'm doing anime, so it's a little bit bigger heads. So I'm using 6 to 6.5. 6 to 6.5 heads, right? So if I think I'm done with this kind of like, well, I don't want to erase this one, but how do I explain this in a much, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, that's about 6 heads. That's the rib cage, right? So it's about a head. And then if I'm doing 6, this is the crotch. Always the crotch is basically the bottom of the pelvis, right? It's halfway. The bottom of the pelvis is always halfway. So the legs is like this. Thank you, Tan. You're amazing for sharing my stuff. So that's kind of like the rule, and the 6 heads works really well for cute girls, right? A little bit above more than that, you're doing like more realistic proportions, right? 7 to 8 heads are more realistic. 6 can be anime-ish, and they tend to be cute. So yeah, that's my take on it. Hope that helped. By the way, I don't know this girl. I just kind of like I like her pose in this particular pose. That's why I'm using it, right? Just to kind of like challenge myself on how I would go about trying to draw from reference. Like I always draw from reference. There's only like I guess one time in this kind of like past few days that I've drawn from imagination. So yeah, so yeah, that's about it. The hands, by the way, man, the hands will always kind of like come like at around the crotch area, right? That's it. So yeah, now like try to go here and kind of like just try to see where I would draw the eyes. In anime, like you always have to focus on the face, because that's where the eyes are drawn. Like as viewers, that's where I want to draw. So aside, like I will go back to this pose. I don't want to get distracted too much by her pose, by her with the reference. Like I want to tweak this one so I can make it my own, right? So once I done the pose, I'm gonna come in here and kind of like just clean up the lines. I try to go again and again with lines, trying to correct it. Just to solidify sometimes this is a little bit too big for my taste, or a little bit too muscular. She's a bit muscular in that pose. This arm will probably not retain. Also, I'm lowering her shoulders over here. No problem, man. Gonna give her a little bit of different hairstyle. Just because again, I kind of like changing things up, you know. Yeah. So I'm gonna give her kind of like a bangs or a short hair. Well, she has short hair, but I kind of want to. Thank you very much. The hairstyle. So what I'm gonna do next is basically lower the opacity down, right, and then trace it again to add the character. So this drawing is what I would call a rough drawing, and then I will go with a pencil sketch. That's kind of like my rule, is to kind of like go about with a pencil sketch. I might lower the brush size just so I could capture it. Now you see the reference here kind of like has her eyes a bit above, like she's a bit kind of like low above. I like that, so I might keep that. I will try to change this up, so I'll try to yeah, so I already had some practice. I'm just gonna erase that. Oh no, there you go. With the same pose. So kind of hard to talk while like teach or talk while drawing itself, so forgive me if I'm not as articulate as I want to be. Those who are just tuning in, we're just drawing like a pose from reference, and our reference is basically this girl, and her name is Vivacious Honey from YouTube. You can check her content, whatnot. She has really great poses and fashion content over there. I stumbled upon her content while just browsing through YouTube, and then I thought, and I saw her content. It's like, oh, she has a great pose in this video, so I want to use that practice, like drawing from reference is always a good kind of like way to practice drawing. I mean, that's how we draw all the time anyway. People who draw from imagination have really mastered the art of drawing at this point of their career. So don't have to be pressured to be doing what they're doing, I'll be honest, the way I draw eyes has been kind of like the same thing again and again. So I'm trying to find ways to differentiate my drawings. So I might practice a little bit more drawing different styles. Not like still anime, but different style of eyes, different style of hair, all that stuff. So I was saying, I'm gonna put this a little bit above like that, right? Actually, I like the pose, right? Change the eyes. To be looking on something like that. That's not great circle. Yeah. Again, at this point, I'm just tracing my initial sketch. This is what I would call like a pencil sketch. It's kind of like my step 2, like my step 2 in drawing is to do a pencil sketch. First step is this one over here. That's the rough, and now I'm doing the pencil sketch. This is where I make changes to the initial poses, and add the details of the character. And kind of like this is the part where I kind of like the most as well. I'm trying to figure out how to design the character to add my own take to the reference that I just used. Oh shoot, what happened? Oh, here. Here's here. Oh, by the way, the reason why I'm streaming now is because I don't want to think about it later tonight. I will have some classes where I'll be doing some animations as well. That's my plan for tonight, and I just kind of like I'll do the stream now and bring kind of like a fresh take on how I go about these things. And yeah, and like it's all about like how I think about it. It's figuring out your process is more important, you know, like each like there's a lot of people who teach about drawing, and I think it kind of helps me at a certain point to see how they kind of like do their drawings. But the trap that I got into before was like I have to draw like that, you know, like it's not like always the case. It's like sometimes it will help you, but sometimes it will cripple you, because now you can't like you're only drawing you can't find your own way to draw certain things, right? You need to find your own way on how you go about solving the drawing things that you have to want to do for yourself, right? I learned from a lot of teachers. I took a lot of courses, and I'm not done taking them just for me to get better. It's always nice to have a new perspective in kind of like the thing that you love to do, right? Instead of a necklace, I would give her a choker. Just because right? And she has a kind of like a dress. We'll kind of like change up the side of the dress, and obviously this character is not really her. It's a different. It's a different character at this point, so I am kind of thinking that this is kind of like a lingerie, like the dress that I'm working with her right now will be kind of like a lingerie. This chest is a little bit too big for my taste right now, so I'm gonna change it up. Sorry guys. How's it balance, right? I'm like, okay. I gave her I don't know anything about girls' dresses, but like I hope this is how it looks, to be honest. So here's how I want to practice. These wrinkles over here, I want to add that here, but I want to simplify it. Because we're doing anime style, right? So like I want to make sure that I simplify the folds of the clothes and all that stuff, and not overly do it. There's nothing here, so I mean, yeah, this is about, at this point it's all about trial and error and see what's working and what not in your drawing, right? So I want to add the jacket over here because it's draping like that. I think the biggest selling point of this reference for me is how she was carrying the jacket, and I'm like, oh, I want to practice drawing the jacket, you know. I'm using for the longest time I'm using like an XP pen, 24 inch. It's a long one, it's a big one. A 22-inch XP pen. That was what I was using for like 2 to 3 years, but I recently downsized it to a 16-inch U1 tablet. And I love this tablet so much, man. I'd recommend starting something small. Like, I mean, this is those two tablets are almost at the same price, but U1 tablet, I find it more I find it more user friendly and more, I don't know, better. And this is not a shot to XP pen or anything, because I've been using them for quite some time, but you know, I finally made the switch very recently. Like, I only had this new tablet for a month now, and I've been using the old one for the past 4 years. So what's your budget? Like, I think that the very first thing you have to look at is your budget for a tablet. If you want to go in that direction, you know. So like everything I'm doing is like, you can do it in pen and paper as well. But I just like the comfort of like drawing it like in here, you know. You see, this is where it gets very interesting, because she has a lot of folds going like this, you know. Because of how she's holding her waist, there's a lot of folds happening because of that. So kind of like I want to capture that with that series of folds there. I'll keep it light like that, and just kind of stop there, if you know what I mean. So see, this is the interesting part of this, because this is where in our drawing, this is where the crotch is, right? So that's why she has a lot of folds here. So that's why I'm probably gonna do this, or simplify that one like that, and then just do these folds over here. I really think this girl like creates a lot of great, like one of the best contents I've seen in terms of like fashion. She puts a lot of effort in her fashion content, and there's a lot of good transitions in there and all that stuff. So like you might want to check it out just for reference. Yeah, like so. This is how. Actually adjust this one like that. Also, you don't have to go always yes, this is what I have, Enyo. Like that's the exact same tablet that I have. And like I like, do you whatever money you wanna do, but this, what I'm gonna say to you is that this is the best investment I've made. When I tried to change it, because like I enjoy drawing much more. I enjoy drawing way much more when I had this tablet. So before, when I used to have my old tablet, I would go about like 3 days not drawing, even though I'm a content creator who draws, try to animate every day. Well, like I do animate every day, but there would be days that I don't want to do it just because I don't feel comfortable using the tablet. So for me, it's like very critical that I am comfortable with my with what I'm using, so that I can enjoy the process more. Because it's not what I'm producing; it's basically the see, I lowered her just because her opas, her boobas are kind of like a little bit lower, so that's why I had to shift. I had to shift her, right? So if I see, I'm happy with that drawing, right? Like I really am happy with that drawing. So usually do a kind of like a quick pass of like just general pass like that of here's what I try to do nowadays, right? I try to correct these drawings during this point. Right, I try to look at it, oh, like, okay, I know it's good enough, but now I try my best to kind of like, oh, okay, spend a day or two to look away from the drawing and see what it's missing before I clean it up. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that now just because I'm doing a demo, but usually it's okay to take a little bit more time to kind of like step back on the drawing and see like what's wrong with it, but what can you improve on it. Because when I'm drawing right now, like there's some things like I can definitely improve in these drawings. Right now it comes with experience, but I can kind of like do this. Make the heads a little bit smaller, right? Initially, the head was like that, but when like I have a problem where when I add the details of my character, like, I tend to make the big a little bit larger than it's supposed to be because of the hair. So like, you need to practice consciously, kind of like checking things for mistakes and all that stuff when you're drawing, because that's the actual time that you're gonna kind of like learn, is when you teach yourself how to be consciously critical on what you can be improving in your drawing, right? And do it step by step. You cannot capture everything. That's why in this series of drawing every day for the next 30 days, where I show you the behind the scenes, like I'm just trying to tackle one drawing. What can I improve in one drawing at a time, right? Now, like with the theme of drawing kind of like waifus and all this stuff, girls, in my posts, this is good enough, right? Like this is like I got my reference. She's great. I think I can finish it up like this, because like, yeah, it doesn't make sense that something like that. Also, it's very important, guys, to be loose when you're drawing these things, you know. I love to get loose, so very kind of like, sometimes I try not to what was I'm trying to say? From my train of thought, sorry. Anyway, yeah. Oh, the eyes. Okay, so for the eyes, we're gonna create a Demon Slayer kind of type of eyes. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you for subscribing. Your eyes. The Demon Slayer eyes is very specific. It's really crazy. I love it, man. I really love it. It doesn't have the usual what do you call this? Black, like the eyes that I usually draw is very simple eyes like this. And then dark. This is light, dark, light, like dark edges. That's the simple eyes. But I'm gonna challenge myself today if I could draw like a Demon Slayer eyes, you know. So I'm looking at a lot of reference right now. That's not on the screen, obviously. So it's, yeah, we're gonna have fun on this. I'm just looking at references right now. Found my reference. Make her look Demon Slayer eyes have huge eyelids. That's the very like eyeballs. Sorry, eyeballs. Very huge eyeballs. So I was watching Demon Slayer last night. That's why I kind of wanna try switching it up and trying to practice how they draw their eyes. I'm gonna use a gradient on this one, so let's see how it goes. Sometimes they don't even have like the light in their eyes. Some of them are, so we'll see. Okay. There you go. So the more you draw eyes is like this. Something like that, yeah. It's like a mist. Okay, that's stupid. Let's clean this drawing up. Okay, so she looks like an idol, to be honest. So just go with it. Lower the opacity down and then change the gonna work. Yeah, so I'm trying gonna try this kind of like pen, and I know it's not the best looking pen, right? But I wanna try it if it's gonna look good. Like, I know it looks pixelated, but I wanna try it. See how it looks like at the end, so I just want to go with this for a bit. This is how animators actually in Japan use pixelated look. Comfortable right now, so let's see. I'm not doing pixelated art, by the way, if you're thinking about that. I'm just trying this pen and see where it takes me. This pen settings in Clip Studio Paint. It's a lot easier for me to color it. Actually, I hate it. Let's finish the face and see where this takes us. This is a trial, by the way. I'm not happy though. I'm not enjoying the way it's looking right now. I want to try something, that's why. So if I change the color to be blonde, see. Still have those lines. It doesn't change. It's a waste of time, to be honest. Yeah. good pen setting. So you know what we do? We do this. Bam. Empty. That's what happens. Sometimes you gotta do that when you're trying things out. Hey! Yes, I'm the guy who did the the samurai animation.
A little different
How are you,
than
man?
all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score.
Thank you.
So I dream of the zombie find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, you're whisking me. The lights were dimmed as our eyes met, you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream.
Cool, man. I don't know what that is, but like, sounds like you're having fun, so that's what's important over here.
I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. Out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat. The lights were dim as our eyes met, and you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream. And forevermore, we're living in that vintage dream.
I'm actually getting hungry, so I might not finish this one. I haven't taken my lunch yet. It's already 3 o'clock. But here's the drawing we did, just from sketch. Also, I was thoughting. I kind of what do you call this? Can do this a little bit faster if I'm not thoughting. But it's always nice to explain what I'm doing a while ago. that here and kind of like do Hikaru's sketch. Then we clean it up again. I like that. I like how that turned out. By the way, I'm looking at reference, so I can't see if you're chatting right now. Let me just double check. Not that you have to chat. Yeah, you are not chatting at all. I have a quick question for everyone. The four of you guys who are here in the chat, how interested are you guys for a live Patreon class? That's the reason why I'm doing this live stream, is for me to be able to kind of like see if anybody is actually interested in providing, like, for me to do tutorials for my animations. I think I've done a lot of reps in terms of like my animations that I can safely say that I have some tutorials I could teach anyone who's interested in learning animations. So I don't know if you guys are, what do you guys think? I'm not asking you guys to pay for anything. I'm just kind of like seeing, like, is it something that you think there's a market for it? All this stuff. So I know, you know, or don't. That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, my plan is to do it. However, like, I'm testing it for 30 days. What I'll probably do is kind of like draw like this every day. And see where it takes me, you know. Like, I really kind of like start, I really want to teach if there's a market for it, if there's anyone who's interested to learning about animation, for example, or want to learn how to do what I do in a much more detailed manner, because this one is like I'm just drawing and you guys are hanging out with me. There's no pressure. You don't have to listen to me, you know, like but if I make videos about tutorials, that's first of all that's a huge investment of my time. Like I need to put more time in providing kind of like that kind of value, you know, like I need to edit the videos, I need to have a script and all that stuff. So it's good that you guys are kind of like enjoying the part. So I'm just curious if there's a market or there's an audience for me kind of like showing how I do these drawings, you know. That's all. But I'm gonna continue doing the drawings, don't worry. I'm doing that for the next 30 days. I'm just in day 5. So like 25 more days, and then let's see how it goes. Let's see where that takes me after 25 days, you know. Obviously I have mental health is a really, I have to take care of my own mental health. If I could do that, you know, like I don't even know if I am like what would be those that 30-day journey would be look like for me, you know. So just throwing it out there. But thank you for your feedback, bro. Deacon Singday. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see people responding and all this stuff. Now I'm doing red markers. These red markers is what you call a highlight. I'm gonna fill this shapes in later on with the lighter shade of the hair color, the eye color, and all that stuff. So basically the red mark is an indication of like a of something that's gonna disappear later. So yeah. A rough color. So blue marker is for shadows. Green, I think. Let me pull that up for you. There you go. Just for you, I have the cheat sheet. So this is the rule. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but yeah. So So blue line and green line. Blue line is shadow line. Green line is hidden features like here underneath hat or a torso under a cloak, used to make drawings better without to make better drawings without being shown in the final animation. So like for the green line, it's basically let's say here I would draw a green line somewhere like that, because that's the torso, right? Yeah, or like this. Yeah, that's the green line. I would draw that for the green line. The shadow line is or the blue line. So hope that helps. This is, by the way, your rough guide if you wanna kind of like wanna do anime. That's your Bible. You know. It's called a Genga. Always nice to have like resources like this. So I'm just gonna quickly color this. I'm gonna finish it tonight. Just so I could eat my lunch because it's already 4 here. Haven't eaten my lunch yet, to be honest. So yeah, of course, man. No problem. Anytime. What color should be for here? I'm running out of like cool colors here. I like that color, to be honest. Should the darker be like that? Yeah. Yeah. What color is the blonde? I might change the color later on. Not sure if this is the best color I want for her. I'm looking at these old drawings. So subscribing. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that's right. That's the color of her eyes too. Ink. Color theory is not something I'm good at. I'm still trying to get better at it. So, I'm still. So yeah, guys. Like I think I'll hop off right now. Well, let me just finish this part over here. Show you guys. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's my drawing. Let's see if I could change the nice. I think I like that. Fine. Yeah. One thing I want to like I don't want to do right now, but next time I'll do is the shadowing. So like I can put that in one stream. I'm really hungry right now, so I'll catch you guys sometime tomorrow. Again, I'm doing this every day. Like I don't know what time, but I'm just like whenever I feel like it. So alright guys, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out.